guys, it's Jordan. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be going over what I plan to read for the week. It only lasts a week, of the BookTube-A-Thon 2018. The BookTube-A-Thon is a week-long readathon that is hosted by Ariel Bassett. It has its own YouTube channel, its own Twitter account, its own Instagram page. It's got everything, so I will link all of that information in the description box down below. This year it runs from what is tomorrow? I'm filming this very late. July 30th. July 30th at the stroke of midnight, wherever you are in the world, until August, gosh, preparation's not my strong suit. August 5th. At midnight, wherever you are. Monday, July 30th to Sunday, August 5th. Midnight to midnight, wherever you are in the world. I guess 11:59 technically, but whatever. Those are details. You get the point. Every year, the readathon has 7 different video challenges, 7 different Instagram challenges, 7 different reading challenges. And I was realizing today, as I'm ready to film this video, that this is gonna be the first year that I really struggle with doing the Instagram and the book challenges, because my books live here at my parents' house and I don't. For the majority of the week, I'm not gonna have access to any of my books, any of my like Instagram props, any of my stuff. That makes me really sad. That might also mean that I have more time to dedicate to the reading challenges, because that is like the whole point, you get it, of this readathon. I'm approaching the readathon a little bit differently. Each year I say that and I do approach it a little bit differently, but like this year truly I'm approaching it a little bit differently. Stop screaming, mother. Each year I read approximately 1,300 pages. Most years I try to pick really short books. Last year my goal was to just get to 1,300 pages, regardless of how many books that took. So last year I did not read 7 books in 7 days. This year I'm trying to do 1 book per challenge. Like last year I like tripled up on challenges and I read like 1 book for like 4 challenges. This year I really want to read 7 books. However, I have 2 books out from the library right now that I have had on hold for months and they just came in, and I'm not going to miss the opportunity to read them just because it's BookTube-A-Thon. So I have to somehow make those 2 books fit my TBR, and they're both quite long. Especially the one, it's fantasy. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. And then the other books that I have here were like the shortest ones I could find on my shelves. I added up all the page totals and it came out to some ridiculously unachievable number, 1,976 pages. This is not even like remotely achievable. So that tells me I'm not gonna finish all 7 books this week, which is my whole goal. I have to read the books I got from the library because they're gonna take them away if I don't read them. They're ebooks. It's not like I can just hoard them to myself. They're ebooks. They're gonna take them from me. So I've picked 7 books that I'm going to somehow make fit these challenges, and I haven't decided how I'm going to do that yet. Let's go through those challenges. Usually I would read them to you in order and I had like a book picked out for each one, but I'm not organized this year because my life's a mess. Oh, I should tell you what books I have here on my list first before we get into these challenges. I'm not really organized, can you tell? The 7 books that I have that I want to read this week are Furyborn by Claire Legrand, The Death of Mrs. Westaway by Ruth Ware. These are the 2 library books that I have out from the library right now that I am determined to read this week. So that's like main priority goal here. Warcross by Marie Lu, which I had planned to like save for the readathon because I'd only read the first like 6 chapters. It was like maybe 70 pages. And I'm like, I'll just save it for the readathon. Well, and then today I'm at my mom's house and I forgot my current read at home. So I needed something to read. I didn't want to start like another new book with the BookTube-A-Thon being tomorrow, that I picked up this book. So now I'm like halfway through it. And I could very well finish this tonight, so this might not technically be on my TBR as of tomorrow. So, but this is as of now on my TBR. I have Firstborn by Toscaly, not to be confused with Furyborn. That's gonna happen a lot this week. This is the sequel to The Progeny that I read during BookTube-A-Thon last year, and I am obsessed with it and I loved it and it was incredible. And I don't know why I've waited so freaking long to read the sequel, because I probably bought this that same week. Daughter of the Siren Queen by Trisha Levenseller, another sequel to a book that I absolutely loved and just never read. This isn't even mine, this is my mom's. The next book that I have here is Wings of Fire, The Lost Heir. This is book 2 by Tui T. Sutherland in the Wings of Fire series. I read The Dragonette Prophecy in January, really enjoyed it, loved it. Have the 2nd book, it's middle grade, it's about dragons. I feel like this will be short. So I have to somehow make these fit the challenges. A book about something you want to do. Something I want to do. hacker, gamer, code writer, descendant of a murderer, pirate, leaning here, dragon. That's what I want to be, not what I want to do. I wouldn't want to be a human in this world, so no. The Mrs. Westaway, I don't know what that's really about, so I'm gonna have to nix that one. And then Furyborn is about queens. I don't want to rule a country. That sounds like a lot of work. So I'm gonna say for a book about something you want to do, I'm gonna say, well, this is also something I want to be. Crap! Oh my god, I forgot I had another book on my TBR. Reading the challenges just reminded me of that. Oh my gosh. This one. Daughter of the Siren Queen by Trisha Levenseller. This is going to be a book about something I want to do. Challenge number 3 is to read and watch an adaptation. I totally forgot I also have this book out from the library. Oh my god, I didn't even add this to my page count. I'm never going to read all these books this week. I'm so overly ambitious. I have Every Day by David Levithan out from the library right now. This is the book that is definitively going in that challenge. It's like the only book that I've chosen that like has a definitive challenge associated with it. I think this is a short book. It's contemporary. It should be an easy breezy, beautiful cover girl book to read. Challenge number 4 is to read a book with green on the cover. Okay, The Death of Mrs. Westaway is black and white. Furyborn is black, gold, and red. This I'm not seeing green on. There's a lot of blue tones. I could argue that Wings of Fire, the title is green. Is that stretching it too much? Or should I pick the 2 letters from Lou that are in the green family? I'm gonna go with this one. That works for me. Number 5 is to read a book while wearing a hat the entire time. So technically I could pick any book for that. I like to read outside, and whenever I read outside, I always wear a hat because it helps prevent the sun in your eyes. It just makes the whole thing easier. I don't want to pick one of my ebooks because I'm not going to read that outside. Furyborn, I have to read Firstborn. This is going to happen all week. Why did I do this to myself? Firstborn by Tosca Lee. This is going to be the book that I read while wearing a hat. Ironically enough, last year, The Progeny was my outdoor only book, so I feel like that's appropriate. The next one is to read a book with a beautiful spine. Is this beautiful? It's all I have left. I don't know what the spines of The Death of Mrs. Westaway or Furyborn look like because I don't own the physical books. So this is all I have left. So I'm going to say Warcross because I mean, it's pretty enough. I wouldn't say it's the most gorgeous spine I own. Beauty's in the eyes of the beholder, and I say it's beautiful. So I'm going to say that one. The 7th book is like your fill-in book, whatever book doesn't meet your challenges, but you still want to read that week. Then the first challenge is still to read a book that you decide via a coin toss. The Death of Mrs. Westaway and Furyborn. One's going to be my 7th book, one's going to be my first book. I'm going to flip a coin. It's going to decide which one I read first. Then the other book will just fulfill the 7th challenge slot. That brings me to 7 books in 7 days with 7 challenges and so much unrealistic expectations because there's no way in hell I'm going to read all these books in a week. Just sitting here thinking of like the amount of failure I've set myself up for already, and it hasn't even started yet. This is the first year that I really think I'm going to like fail at BookTube-A-Thon. To summarize, challenge number 1 is to toss a coin to decide your first read. This will either be between The Death of Mrs. Westaway or Furyborn. I'm going to do this in the moment, so like at midnight, come talk to me. Challenge number 2 is to read a book about something you want to do. So I guess I want to learn how to be a hacker, how to be like a bounty hunter. I mean, I guess that'd be fun. How to do code and things that would make my blog such an easier experience and much less stressful. And for that one, I'm going to go with Warcross by Marie Lu, which I might even finish before the readathon starts. Who knows? If that happens, I don't know. I'm screwed. Challenge number 3 is to read and watch a book to movie adaptation. For this one, I'm going to do Every Day by David Levithan. Number 4 is to read a book with green on the cover, which this is a stretch, but Wings of Fire, The Lost Heir by 2E.T. Sutherland. Wings of Fire, I would argue, is green. It's like metallic, so you can't really tell, but I think it's firmly green. Number 5 is to read a book while wearing a hat the entire time, and for that one I chose Firstborn by Tosca Lee. And then number 6, no, wait, crap. I did that wrong. Rewind, scratch that. This is challenge number 2, to read a book about something you want to do. This one is challenge number 6 of A Beautiful Spine. This one was for something you want to do. I want to pillage and be a pirate. Whatever book I don't choose for my first challenge, I will use for my 7th challenge, which is just to read 7 books. That will either be Furyborn by Claire Legrand or The Death of Mrs. Westaway by Ruth Ware. That is my TBR for the week of BookTube-A-Thon. I feel like I'm already overwhelmed and I haven't even started yet. I do plan to do daily vlogs. In the past, I had always done like a combined vlog and just posted it at the end of the week. But then last week, oh my god, I did it again. Last year, I did daily vlogs for BookTube-A-Thon, but I didn't ever post them on time. They were all like pretty tardy. So I'm going to try to do daily vlogs again this year and post them much more on time. So that is all the information I have for you today over the BookTube-A-Thon for 2018. If you have any questions or comments or concerns for my sanity this week, tell me down below because I have lots of them. Thank you and have a great day. Bye! Why am I doing this awkward thing with my hands?